Awesome. Small med pack there in the corner. Long hard shaft for Lara to fondle. What's up, everybody? Badass Games. Welcome back to Tomb Raider 4: The Last Revelation. Excuse me. And today, we're going to go to the City of the Dead. These are the Cairo levels, the beginning of the Cairo levels, and this one's pretty entertaining, and you take a lot of damage at certain points. And I'm going to show you how to get through this without using the med pack. So, yeah, I'm only going to be doing just the City of the Dead. Kind of a short video, I know, but I'll be pushing out the next one. I'm pushing this one out pretty quickly, so deal with it. Okay, so we start off here, and we notice that we're in the middle of something going on here. Remember that set had just released the plagues, and there's like locust plagues and all this stuff. Well, they got these armed guards out here. I don't know why they want to shoot at Lara, but if you move from this spot or if you go anywhere else, they're going to shoot at you. So what I like to do is take out my Uzis, spray them. There's two guys right there. Take them out, and then head over to this ledge right here, where this guy was standing, because he dropped the revolver, which is like the equivalent of the Desert Eagle, and that is just so awesome. Okay, let's get this thing. Let's equip this thing, because we're going to be using that a lot now. It can actually accept the laser sight, so we can actually combine the laser sight with the revolver, and we might as well do that, because it's going to come in handy in a little bit. Oh, I didn't equip it. Alright, let's equip this thing. Now, you'll notice that she points her gun at this turret up here. And you could kill it if you want to. You could shoot at this thing right here, but it's dead right now. It's not working, so there's really no reason to take that out. But what we do want to worry about is when we come around this corner, there's going to be a guy right there. And I'm going to go ahead and try to take him out pretty efficiently here. Let's see if I can do this without taking any damage. I took a little bit of damage. That's fine. And that's not the only one. There's another guy right around this corner. And let's see if I can take this guy out. So she points her gun, just shoot twice. Wow, that's pretty cool. Take him out. Now, the guy that was standing here, you can actually run over with this motorcycle, which I forgot to mention when I came in here. Don't need to get on it right off the bat. You need to kill those guys and pick up that revolver. But now that we got those guys out of the way, let's hop on this thing, and it's going to illuminate with the headlights. Just drive around this corner here, and we're going to run over some of these guys like this one. And then there's another one over here too. There you are. Take him out. And keep in mind, let's take a mental note, he actually drops shotgun shells, but I don't really feel like getting off my bike right now to grab them. So we need to actually ramp over that and fall into here. And that jump is actually kind of hard to make. And so what I did is I actually got a nice little running start to do that. Alright, so let's get off the bike here. Come over here to this tile and pick up a small med pack. And now that we have that, we can head down below here. We fall into the water, and then we want to go up and to the right, and this is going to lead to another part of this level, another section. Now we're going to come across a bunch of bats, and usually I like to use the shotgun bats, but in this case the Uzis just work, because there's so many of them, and it's just going to lay waste to all of them. I'm just kind of tapping X, so that way she can target all of them. And then after we get rid of all those, let's pick up some shotgun shells, wide shot, and some flares. And then let's head on over to this slope right here. Slide down. Now we're kind of stuck here because we can't really get out. Over here you'll notice that there's another laser scope, or another sight, whatever the heck it's called. We don't actually have that. I wish I could equip that on my crossbow and on my on my revolver, but that doesn't give you two, unfortunately. Alright, so let's take a gander at what's around this area. We got this door right here. As you can see, I'm glitching while running into the wall. And over here we have some steps, which we're going to have to take note of. And if you're a very observant player, you would notice that there's this blue ball swinging behind this gate right here. And that's what we need to do. We need to go over there and we need to free whatever the heck is in there. So what we do is we vault up here, and then we shimmy across, because the opening into that area is up above here. Okay, when we get to about here, we can go ahead and climb up. Let's turn around. Let's take out our revolver, and we want to aim for that swinging ball at the end of its thing. You don't want to shoot this thing, because if you do, it's going to release locusts, and they're going to attack you, and it's going to be uncool. So what you want to do is aim to the side, wait for the thing to swing, shoot, and then put your gun away and just start running, because it releases an ice spirit. Where we need to go is actually up these steps, and then slide down into the water here. Now what's going to happen is that ice spirit is going to contact... Oh, it's sucking me over here. It's going to contact the water and freeze the surface of it. And that's good, because now we can walk on it. And we can get over to the lever in that room. I didn't mention anything about the lever because I was kind of in a hurry. I could have went up the ladder, but whatever. Okay, now that we're back, now that we're here, we fall down. And we notice we're right back into the spot that we were, which is awesome. Because this is where we need to be. Let's go back up these steps. And now if we slide down here, you'll notice that we actually can step on this in order to hop over and push this lever. This lever is going to open up that door that we saw a little bit earlier. Let's go back over there. Okay, so I got a comment here from Cobra Kid 1083 who says the Pharaoh's knot and pillar look like Lara's sex toys, and I'm not sure exactly what she'd use the knot for, but that's pretty kinky. Go Lara. Alright, so we come up into this room and we will see a small med pack right here. Pick that up, and we're gonna now get the first secret and only secret in this area. Let's use the crowbar here. Now when I say that, I'm only saying it's a secret for this level. We actually come back, or for this video, we actually come back to this area and there's another secret in another part. So we open that door with our crowbar and we pick up a large med pack, some Uzi clips. Let's get the hell out of here. Now we're climbing our way out of here, and this is going to take us to a ledge that's just above where we started this level at. So right out there is where I was standing and I was shooting up at the guys. I picked up my revolver. I didn't show the gate and the lever, but they're over here, and we need to open that gate, and the lever to do so is on the wall, which is why we need to be up here so we can actually pull that thing. So shimmy on over. We want to shimmy to about the center of this tile and pull ourselves up. Now we want to turn around and we want to aim for the lever. Make sure it's straight ahead of Lara, otherwise I've actually had issues of her not grabbing it, so let's see if she grabs it this time. She's got it. Drop, pull out your revolver and turn, and then shoot this guy. He spawns when you open the gate. He drops a small med pack. Okay, now over here is some stuff. But we don't need to go over there just yet. We can, we need to go over to this part over here. We need the bike before we go over there, for one thing. And for another thing, we need to open up another door. So, with all that done, let's head on over to grab the bike again. Where we don't forget where you parked it. When you park the bike, you need to remember where you left it. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, oh man, where did I leave my bike? And don't think you're gonna save the game and come back later to try to play this level, because you're gonna forget where you parked that bike and be searching all over for that thing. Excellent. Now, we need to get on to this bike. We need to take it over to a certain part of this level. Only reason why we need the bike is because it's faster than sprinting at this point. Because what's going to happen is when we go down this tunnel, there's going to be guns that are going to shoot at Lara and take away a bunch of life. So let's get over here as quickly as possible. Alright, cool. Let's get off the bike. Now the guns, the machine guns, are actually up above on this ledge. And you can take them out if you want. I'm going to assume, though, that you weren't able to do so. What you want to do in order to take these things out is you want to kind of come over here and use your revolver, aiming down the laser sight, trying to point at those canisters that are on the back there, and you might be able to get them, but they're really kind of hard to hit. Now keep in mind, if you're trying to do this, the turrets will face the last direction they saw you, and I came down this passageway. I went right there, so the guns are kind of looking in that direction where I was last at. If you want to turn them so you get a better angle on the canisters, you can actually go down the passageway that way, and the turrets will turn, and the back will be to you, and you can shoot the canisters. Now, like I said, I'm going to assume that you weren't able to get rid of those things, and I'm going to finish this level while getting shot at without a med pack. Okay, so there's some items here. We got some grenades and a small med pack. One last thing I want to do while I'm over here before I forget is I want to kind of shoot this guy. He's going to appear on this ledge right over there. Pop 2 shots in his chest and then turn around. There's another guy back there, and you can take him out if you want. You could actually get on the bike and ramp and, you know, see the rest of the level, but we don't need to go over there. And so I'm going to save that for later. The reason why I want to get rid of that guy on the ledge there is because when we drive through with our bike, we don't want him shooting at us later in the game. Okay, so where we need to go is there's a door straight ahead of Laura. We need to run over there and open that door. And while we're doing this, we're going to get shot at and lose a lot of health, but oh well. Something we need to do, right? Open the door. Kick it. Nice. Okay, now we're in this room and we notice that there's this body on a grate. Let's drag this thing off here. We need to drag this body off because we need to open that grate. If you notice there's a crawl space right here, well, we can't get into it because Laura is not a very wise person. She doesn't know how to hop up in there and crawl. So that's unfortunate, but we got this guy off the grate and we'll be able to get in there here shortly. Okay, now we gotta run out here while getting shot at. Okay, so I got about half my life taken away from me. Now we need to go back. Oops, I'm on the wrong side of the bike. Now we need to go back down this hallway. And we're going to take a little bit more damage, and then that's going to be all that we take for the level. Unless we make mistakes. Alright, let's turn around and go down this hallway. There we go. Now we want to park our bike right here. And notice those shotgun shells there on the ground. Let's pick those up. That's what that guy dropped. Alright, now let's hop up in here. Okay, let me do another comment while I'm doing this. I got a comment here from XXX666XXRB, or wow. He says that the birds are called harpies, they're not phoenixes. Thank you for the clarification, by the way. And he also mentions, and along with Martin Badia Cordero, they say that you can use the look button when you're using the shotgun in order to break open boxes, because I was having a hard time last video trying to break open boxes. And thank you for that information. I'll definitely be putting that to good use. Okay, now when we come down here, you'll notice a lever. Let's flip this thing, and we'll get a little cutscene that shows that gate that had the dead body on it open. If that dead body was on there, then we wouldn't have been able to open that. The switch would have done nothing. Small med pack there on the ground. Vault up here, and this is the room where the dead guy was at. Right up here. So this is where we took the dead guy and dragged him off the gate. Now we can actually... Oh, I fell off here. Now we can actually access that crawl space that Laura was being very stubborn to try to get into. Let's hop up there. Hold the crouch button so you can climb into it, and then crawl your way into this area. Excellent. Okay, so we get a little cutscene that shows a gate where you're at. You can pull this lever, and it's going to open a door that's right above me. Now we got to get to that door, right? Of course. So that's what we're going to go do next. Now we want to take the same passageway that we did to get here, otherwise we're going to get shot at. We don't want to go out that door. Let's fall down. Excellent. Now we need to head on over to the area where I opened the gate and I said, okay, back there we need the bike to get to most of the section. That's where we're headed to now. So, let's hop on this bike and get on out of here. And while I'm on my way over there, let's do the last comment of the video. GTA 5 mission guide. Let me just briefly say that he mentions that he uses my videos as sleeping pills, and I agree. Honestly, I put myself to sleep, guys. I do. I guess I do have a soothing voice, and yeah, if I'm sitting here trying to like review my videos, like for a subscriber special or something, and it's like, oh god, I'm gonna fall asleep. So anyway, thanks for pointing that out, dude. Okay, let's pull out a revolver and go down here. There's gonna be another dude. Pop 2 shots in his chest. And he doesn't drop anything, but over in this corner, there's a crawl space that contains some poison crossbow bolts. And then let's back our way out of this. Alright, now we need to go up to the top of this area, and luckily they gave us a lot of steps to do so. Excellent. Just climb all... Oh, I need the bike. What am I thinking? We need the bike to get to an area in this part. So let's hop on this thing. Now take the bike to the very top. You know, for as crazy as Lara drives, she's actually driving up this rather nicely. And alright, so what we want to do is we want to hop off this thing and we'll fall into here. It'll take a little bit of life, I guess. And we want to come to this part right here and stop and get off the bike. Because there's a lever that we need to pull. And also there's going to be some bats. I'm going to go ahead and take out my shotgun with the normal shot and take them out. As soon as we hop up here, they're going to spawn. Looks like I took care of them. Excellent. Let's push this lever. Lara knows how to handle long, hard things. She's really good with that. Okay, so now that we have that lever pushed, let's ride up this ramp. Now we're right back to where we were. Cool. We want the bike facing the other direction, so let's do that. One thing about this part of the level is that turning the bike around on these steps is really difficult. So you be careful, you might actually fall all the way down to the bottom and kill yourself. And I haven't saved yet, so we don't want that to happen. I'm sure some of you do. Okay, so this is going to give us access to that area where we opened the door. And we'll notice that this turret right here is broken, so we don't need to worry about it. We can just run and jump up over to this. You see the door open over there. Don't go in it just yet, because right over here there's some revolver ammo. So be sure you grab that. So we need as much revolver ammo as possible. I don't think I have very much revolver ammo, actually. I only got 25 shots, so... Okay, now we will enter this. We'll enter this room. And you'll notice that across the way you have some guns. You don't want to go any further than this tile, because as soon as you do, you're going to get shot at. Now you can actually, if you want to avoid gunfire, you can actually come over here and, you know, duck behind these things, crawl, whatever you need to do. But there's a simpler way. You can actually stand right here on this tile, where I'm at. You don't need to be perfect. Grab your revolver with the laser sight attached, and then zoom into that gas tank and pop a shot into that thing. You'll notice that the helicopter is burning now. It's going to blow up, and it's going to take out those turrets that were otherwise impeding our progress. Excellent! Let's hop on over this gap. Grab a ledge pulling up. The reason why we need to go over here is because there's a lever that's going to open up the door down there, which will end this level. Awesome. Small med pack there in the corner. Long hard shaft for Lara to fondle. Opens that gate. Now we need to get through that gate, but we also need to bring the bike, which means we need to go back to where we came. What you can do is, if you want, you can fall off and run all the way around like you did before, or you can just backtrack. I'm going to choose a backtrack. It doesn't really matter. So let's get on back there and pick up that bike. And actually, I'm going to do one last comment. This comment is from GMJ7, and she likes my little intro music of Beethoven. And she also talks about the clang clang doors and how the scissors looked like barbed shears. And it'd be awesome if she ran through there and it chopped off her ponytail. Honestly, if they would have programmed something like that in this game, that would have been sweet. That would have actually been really interesting and cool. So great idea. You should be a game designer. Or at least come up with ideas for companies like that. Okay, now let's go up here and grab this bike. I don't know if I can get... Well, I didn't make this easy on myself, did I? I figure I would... If I could get off the bike, I could get back on, so... Sweet, that works. Alright, let's ride at the top here. And this time, we actually want to take this passageway right here. And let's ride through here. We're almost at the end, guys. Ride through here. And then hop over this. Okay, guys, that's the end of this video on Badass Games. I will see you guys in the next video, and we will continue on and do more badass things. I'll talk to you all there. Take it easy.